Okay, hello everyone. We're here again with 21 Days of Miracles with Essential Oils, and today I'm here with my business partner and dear friend Jen. Jen's here, and a lot of people want to hear from Jen. So we're here to start out. So Jen, tell us a little about this. Now, your story with Essential Oils. What has it done for you?
Well, it's done a lot. I think one of the main things it's done is it's really empowered. It's brought me some empowerment. I mean, in my life, in my awareness, and then in connecting to other people and empowering other people. And that's been such a huge thing. Everyone knows that I say people come to me and they have all sorts of issues that they want help with. And a lot of times it's physical, but in the end, when they incorporate all of these things into their life, they have these shifts that are just amazing. And on the emotional level and spiritual level, and I've experienced that, I'm able to be just so much more at peace and happier and have the self-love. And it's awesome to have other people experience that and to brought that into their lives and to have them share that with people and they have the same experience. And it's just, there's so much joy in that.
Can we go to your family for a second? Tell me about your family and tell me about your girls especially. What has it done to you?
Both of my girls use the oils a lot. They use more than just the oils. They use the supplements and the shampoo and conditioner and, the face products. And I love, again, it goes back to empowerment. I love that, there are roller bottles next to the bed. There's a diffuser going. If they feel sick, it's okay. I'll put this oil on and, they don't get sick or they feel better. They can support their bodies and their emotions naturally and effectively. And people will hear me say, well, Ella has all these rollers. She has her bedside table and all these rollers. She has rollers for digestion and anxiety and, everything else, immunity. For her face, she just recently said, look at how good my face looks. She's like, look, it looks great. I've been using HT Clear all over instead of just on the patches. And I remember teaching a class and Maddie texting me in the middle of it and saying, I love the Serenity soft gels. Or, talking about stress and her chiming in and saying, why aren't you talking about breathe? Breathe is the one to use. So I love connecting with the oils also, feeling, which, really is connecting to myself, breathing the oil in, noticing how it makes me feel. And then that helps me later on know which oil to go to when I'm having some sort of issue. I'll be drawn to an oil and it's like I'm friends with the oils.
Yeah, I love the way you do that. When you think about that, we've talked about physically oils, right? But think about emotionally in oils. What the oils have done emotionally for you? You've talked a little bit about that, but a little more.
Yeah, they have brought me such a sense of peace and grounding. My life is awesome. And when I have, we all have emotions that are emotions that we might judge as being, bad or negative, but that's not, I don't really see that at all. I love all emotions and I'm grateful for everything. But when I have an emotion or a reaction to something, a lot of times I'll feel it and I'll feel it go through my body and I can recognize it and think like, oh, I'm sad and I can look at what's going on there. But I'm so much more aware of what's going on and able to process that usually quickly. A lot of times I'll have feelings that come up that might not be great and they'll go through really quickly. Like a few minutes. Like it's like, oh, a little angry. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I might think about it a little more, but they aren't stuffed down. It's just, everything is kind of out there. It's, and if I feel a feeling for longer, then I certainly look at it a little longer, but for the most part, I feel really good all the time. It's, I had something happen recently and someone said to me, well, everyone feels that way. Everyone feels bad. And I was like, not really. I don't. I usually feel pretty good. And if I don't, then it gives me, then it's something to look at. And the oils are such a tool for that, to be able to get grounded and get centered and know what's important and what's not important. I think that's a huge part of it. the shift that you have when you use the oils.
I can see it. And the happiness I can agree with. That's been one of the things I've found in my life. Absolutely too. This is 21 Days of Miracles, or 20 Miracles. Any miracles that you want to emphasize about what has really made a difference for you? One particular event or oil or whatever you want to say about that.
Yeah, I can't say one event. It's amazing when I look at all the people around me that have used the oils because I've introduced them to them and all of their miracles. It's huge. You know, I think, oh, there's this, and it was amazing. It's a story that sounds so sensational. You know, if you read it online, you would think it was a lie. If I hadn't seen it, I would think it was a lie. And there's so many of those. And that to me is the miracle. The sharing, you know, it's all of the oils. It's the sharing. It's someone having an amazing experience with one oil, you know, and well,
let's see for a second. I want to show you guys something. And I've asked everybody to actually look for and tell me something about an oil that really made a difference. And when I asked Jen, she said, well, all of them. I'm like, okay, great, all of them. So we want to go for a second to the Natural Solutions Kit, which I just want to show over here. And sorry, let me find it for a second. It's on top. There we go, the Natural Solutions Kit. Because when I asked Jen, she's like, well, I have all these. And I have, of course, way more than that. But these are some things that I think you have made miracles in your life. Can you just give a sense about what's in there and maybe give a few examples about how that has worked in your life or in other people's life?
Absolutely. I think, I would just stay on the picture. The oils that are in this kit are awesome. It's the top 9, it's the top 10 minus oregano, but all of those oils have made such a difference. You know, for every single issue you can have, those oils are wonderful. I love when people start out and they have those oils. But also in this kit, you know, Deep Blue. Deep Blue is awesome. I love Deep Blue. You know, it has the Deep Blue rub. It has the shampoo and conditioner. I use both of those. But really, I want to focus on the Lifelong Vitality and the diffuser. Because diffusing, I use the oils all 3 ways. We absolutely diffuse all the time. I think it's such a powerful way to get the oils. We diffuse every night. You know, my children both have their own diffusers. Maddie has this particular diffuser, the Aroma Light. It runs for 8 hours. She loves it. She took it to school with her. And the Lifelong Vitality, the vitamins, have made a huge difference in my life. I don't have the aches and pains. So physically, I feel so much healthier. I have more energy. My hormones have stayed regulated. So I had all sorts of symptoms with that, and I kind of got them in balanced, and then the Lifelong Vitality has kept that in check. I don't know. Anymore when I teach classes, every single class, Lifelong Vitality comes into it because everything comes back to that, and I love the combination of Lifelong Vitality and oils. So I can't really pick out one thing because I use everything in that kit. Yeah. And I love, I haven't met one person who's enrolled who hasn't then said, has gotten into the oils and used them, incorporated them into their lives, who haven't then said, I wish I would have started with a bigger kit, because you end up adding all of these things to it. So why not get the 100 product credits back? You know, why not start at a higher percentage back on your LRP orders? So if I had it to do over again, I would get the biggest kit I could.
Absolutely. And these are all things that are in there. I just want to show you. The Aroma Light diffuser is what Jen talked about, which is an awesome diffuser. So just have an idea. Okay, let's get us back to the big screen for us, because I'd love to finish with one question I've asked about everybody. You've talked about so many people who you have changed their lives, right, with the essential oils. So if you would say anything to people who you're going to meet in the future, family, friends, anybody else, what would be kind of a last message for this video, at least? What would you say?
Well, if someone hadn't used the oils, I would absolutely say that they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the difference in living life more fully, more connected to yourself, more aware, just being happier. And, there are no side effects. Mm-hmm. There's no downside. It's, nothing to lose and everything to gain. Mm-hmm. That's really, and by everything, I mean everything.
We're having an awesome journey. We're going to keep on having an awesome journey. So thanks, Jen, for being here. It's just awesome. I know you've touched too many people that I can count right now, and it's going to only grow and continue. So my heart's always open when you are here. It's like you have changed so many people's lives already, and I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, it feels great. It feels great. I love everyone. That's the beauty of it all. There's so much beauty and love in all of this, and that's what we all want as humans.
Yeah.
So if you can just be open to it a little bit, let it trickle in a little bit, then eventually it's wide open.
Awesome. Okay, well, post your question, guys, if you have any postings or anything, any comments after on this video on this Facebook page. But thanks for being here again, and then we'll talk again soon. Bye. Guys.